Hey guys, Blubber here, and today, unfortunately, I don't have the best news for Greenville, but we're going to be going over Greenville essentially removing a couple of Ford's cars, and I'm going to be giving some insight into what exactly is going on here. But before we hop into this video, please make sure to like the button and subscribe, and let's get right into it. Alright guys, so as of recording this video, the 1966 Ford Mustang 2020 GT, which is right here behind me, the 2021 Ford Mustang, the 2022 Ford Bronco, and the 2022 Ford Bronco Sport have all been removed from Greenville. Now, this is probably raising some questions being like, why did Ford only remove some of the models and not the entire brand? Now, I don't like to pass the blame onto others because Greenville, I'm gonna be honest, our community is very, very notorious for trying to pass the blame onto other people or other games. But in this case, I am very, very confident that I know who the culprit is. If you guys don't know, I made a video on this game a couple, must have been like a month or two ago, Central Kansas Roleplay. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's not a bad game at all, but they were using stolen models. Now, if you don't know what stolen models is, it's basically taking the model of a car from a different game. And in this game's case, it was actually games like Driver San Francisco, which is actually pretty smart on their part because obviously there hasn't been a driver game in years and Ubisoft to let that game franchise completely die off. But the issue is these games license cars like Ford and stuff, and they were putting these models into their Roblox game with the Ford licensing still there. Now, this obviously does raise a lot of concerns when a company like Ford gets notice of this, and this is why a bunch of games, including other games probably like Southwest Florida and Rensselaer County, are also going to be removing these Ford models. But anyway, that's kind of like the insight on it, but also huge shout out to the GV devs because they were trying their best to mitigate this whole situation. And yeah, anyways, let's try out some of these cars for the very, very last time. I'm probably going to be one of the only YouTubers that actually gets to do a video on this and try out these cars because they're going to be fully removed from the game come the time that this is all rolled out. So here is the 2024 GT. I have it in the competition trim, which has like this cool stripe on it, and I have it in like a kind of cool bluish purple. Pretty cool car, and it's unfortunate. This thing was honestly like one of my favorite supercars in the game. This wasn't the first supercar I got in the game. It was the 2005 Ford GT. Like, that was like the first supercar I got in the game. So obviously, like, you know, I have a lot of memories with like the Ford GT when it comes to Greenville, and it's very unfortunate because like this car is sick. It has like, look at the exhaust details. It has a spoiler that rises up and everything. So it's honestly just kind of unfortunate, if anything, that this car will not be in the game anymore. Although I'm very, very confident that the devs are gonna make a super cool fictional version of it. But anyways, let's try out some other ones. So we got the 2020 Ford 2024 GT. It is the 1966 Mustang. We'll head back and do this one. So unfortunately, I don't know if we're gonna be able to keep this limited or not. I guess we'll find out when this comes out, but I did just get the normal one right here. And yeah, this thing, it looks absolutely sick. Here it is. Hello, game? Okay, there we go. Very, very old school sounding horn. It's unfortunate this thing even had fog lights and everything, but not anymore, unfortunately. Anyways, I love the wheel spin in this thing. Obviously, this car is from the 60s, so it's not very fast, but I mean, like, it's a pretty cool car overall. But here, let's get in the 2021 Mustang. Oh, and of course, no braking assist or anything like that. Now, I did get this trim. I forget what the trim is called in real life, but it's like the old school one. Because, I don't know. I just feel like the look of this one is absolutely amazing. Now, I know there's a bunch of ones like this, so this one, you know, you're probably not going to notice it as much. But I don't know. Like, I love the 2021 Ford Mustang. I think it looks pretty sick. I am a bigger fan of the older school ones, though. But this thing is actually pretty fast. Like, let's quickly see what the top speed on it is. And 163 miles per hour is what we got up to there. Now, of course, we have the Broncos. So we got the 2022 Bronco and the Bronco Sport. Let's just do the Bronco Sport first. Here's the Bronco Sport. Nothing remarkable. It's really just kind of like a Ford Escape, if anything. Like, that's what I always see this thing as, like a more rugged Ford Escape. But all around, I'm actually, you know, I'm not a hater of the Ford Bronco Sport. I think it's a fine car. It's just a crossover trying to cash in on the Bronco name. We all know that, but that does not mean it's a bad car at all. Anyways, here it is. Yeah, it can kind of go off-road. I mean, like, it's not slow at all. And of course, we have the normal 2022 Ford Bronco. And of course, I got the 2-door version. That's the only right way to do it. I'm not a fan of the 4-door ones. Anyways, here it is. Now, this one is very obviously an outdated model, so not many people probably use this thing at all. And that's like the one really good thing about this whole removal of just these specific models. They're really, besides the Ford GT, they're really removing unpopular models, and the popular models are here to stay for the time being. Although honestly, if I were you, I'm still stocked up on a bunch of Fords. Like, open up my list here. Like, I still have a bunch of, like, I'll just search Falcon. Like, I have a ton load of Falcons in my garage just chilling in the event they are ever removed, because you never know with this stuff. But anyways, let's hop on to the outro. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like button and subscribe, and let me know what videos you want to see down below in the comments. Anyways, I'll see you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.